There's Amelia Rose's breakfast, spaghetti hoops on toast. Tony's breakfast, bacon, scrambled eggs and spaghetti hoops. No fat on the bacon, no milk, cheese, fat, anything like that in the eggs. Just straightforward scrambled eggs. Morning! I've just finished doing everybody's breakfast. So I've kind of done this back to front because I filmed what we had for breakfast and now I'm filming hello for the day. I've got my juice. Cheers! That I'm actually going to put into my big bottle so that I can drink it throughout the morning. It was absolutely chucking it down this morning. It looked like it was going to be a really wet, soggy day, but actually the sun is coming out. Hooray! So we shall see what happens. Hopefully we will get outside at some point today, although I am planning some jam making. So that should be fun for Amelia Rose and I. Tony is working this afternoon and Amelia Rose has gymnastics this afternoon. So busy day, busy day. Have to remember to pace myself because as you can see from yesterday's vlog, I didn't do a very good job of that. Okay, God bless. Bye.
It's getting wet with my hand.
It's chucking it down and Amelia Rose is outside playing swing ball, which is lovely. I love that she goes outside and plays in the rain. Rain is for playing in. The pallets that are all there, that's going to be made into a mud kitchen. We've not just got like random materials hanging around in the back of our garden. And here is where I grow this bit here. I use it as like a shelf almost. But there you go. Nice rainy day today. Hello, as it's raining outside, I am going to make some jam. I think I might have said that earlier, but I'm not sure. So, here you go. This is rhubarb that Amelia Rose has grown. So I need 1 kilogram of rhubarb, 1 kilogram of jam, sugar, 2 vanilla pods, obviously a knife, some scales, and I've got a great big saucepan over there. Right, this is everything in the pan, just kind of gently heating it through now, so I'll keep stirring it, and I've got to wait for all the sugar to dissolve, and then stir in my lemon juice. I forgot to mention earlier about needing lemon juice. Whoops, never mind. Right, so there you go. This is where we are in the jam making process at the moment. Here we are, getting ready to go to Grandma's house, or Nonny as we call her. I thought that we would make jam and make jam tarts and everything like that, but there was an opportunity to go to her Nonny's house and I have been dumped. We are now at a rolling boil, and what you do at this point is you scoop the scum. So if there's any like bits or anything like that, see if I can get some, there you go, with like, you know, little funky bits in, you get rid of them at this point in the jam making process. We're going to boil this now for 10 minutes. When your jam is boiling, make sure that you put a plate in the freezer. Then after your jam's had like the allotted amount of time in your recipe, in this case for my rhubarb and vanilla jam it was 10 minutes, you then take out a tablespoon of jam. I'm trying to get the light right for you. Pop it on your plate, leave it for a minute or two, and then push your finger into it. If you get the wrinkle that you can see here, then that jam is ready to go. If it doesn't wrinkle, then it's not quite ready. It's time to scoop the jam into the jars. Sorry about the glary light, it's because it's on a white plate, so it's not, you can't really see the jars, but I promise I am actually pouring this into jars. Okay, that's one. I'm going to go ahead and fill up the other ones, but not going to film because it's quite hard to do one-handed. Here are my 2 finished jam jars of rhubarb and vanilla jam. Yum yum yum. Amelia Rose is going to love this. She absolutely loves rhubarb. Okay, oh sorry, real weird camera shake. So I have made my jam and that was great fun. And Amelia Rose has gone to my mum's house and I just thought that like it was worth giving you the other side of me getting up and doing things like making jam and, you know, all of like that kind of stuff, because in all honesty the downside is that my back now hurts so much that I am probably going to have to spend the next hour or so just sitting with my legs up because it hurts so bad and I can't take any more painkillers. So I'm going to sit and try to kind of just really relax and meditate and be mindful for a little while to try to get this pain under control, because it really hurts. And yeah, I very rarely cry because of my pain. That's something that I don't really do very often. I think when you have chronic pain, pain doesn't really make you cry. It's got to be really, really, really awful. I kind of have to like lose control of my pain completely to cry. But in this kind of situation, I just hurt so much, and yeah, I guess this is the reality. Like, I can't even find the words to talk to you because all I'm aware of is this like throbbing pain in my back. And from what I understand, that is partly sciatic pain because I've trapped a nerve in my back. So like my bum really hurts and my leg and my foot really hurts. But I'm also told that it is referred pain from my hips, which is why my back hurts so much. I get this like burning sensation in my hips and this like throbbing sensation in my back. And apparently it's also partly referred pain. So I don't really know what else to say. I'm feeling a bit emotional because it's just hard. It's just hard because there's always a consequence for being active, so that kind of sucks. But there we are. I will see you in a while. Bye. Hi guys, so it's almost time to take Amelia Rose to gym. She's still at my parents' house at the moment, but my dad's going to come and collect me and my wheelchair and we're going to go off to gym. Obviously in my last video, in my last clip I suppose, I was upset because of the amount of pain that I was in and the fact that I'd had to stop. I have this lady who's really lovely come along every week to clean the rabbits out for me. Because just since my operation, because obviously I still find it quite difficult to bend and stuff like that for a long period of time. But I don't want that to inflict on the bunnies' lives, so we pay her to come and do the rabbits for us once a week. And I had a good chat with her and I had a bit of a cry, and we had a cuddle and it was really lovely. She suffers with fibromyalgia, so she really gets, you know, the fatigue and the pain and everything, so it was really nice to be able to have an honest conversation with someone who really gets it. So I always get a little bit nervous when I go to gym because they have this like high platform and they have high stools that you have to sit on in order to be able to see them, and obviously like for a more abled parent that doesn't live with pain, they could quite easily stand and watch the session. But we found that if we weren't there early enough, then like all the seats were taken and I would have to sit in my wheelchair and not be able to watch, which was really depressing, and it just felt really kind of uncourteous of people and everything. So one day I decided to ring the gym and have a chat with them about the possibility of perhaps putting a sticker on one of the chairs and reserving it for their disabled customers and stuff. Not because you don't want like special treatment, you just want the same opportunities as everybody else. And obviously I can't stand there for an hour and watch, whereas obviously some able-bodied parents would be able to. And like I say, it's not about special treatment, it's about equality. So they said that they wouldn't be able to do that because it was unfair on the able-bodied parents or something like that, which seemed, I don't know. Anyway, so what they did do is put a sticker on the window that says like seating is like first priority for seating is for their disabled patrons, which was great because at least they took the feedback and they tried. But they only put this sticker like one side, so there's like one big window and then there's a gap and then there's one like a, you know, like a wooden pole, and then there's another big window. So the next week what happened was all the parents moved all the stools from one side of the window to the other side and they all sat on them, so like there was no stools left on the other side, which again was just like, it's things like this that really you have to almost like acknowledge that it's frustrated you and then move on from it, because otherwise you encounter so many of these things as a disabled person that it would drive you mad. So what we've actually been doing is we just make sure that we get there really early. That just seems to be the best way to do it, because otherwise what I'm rubbish at is what I perceive as any kind of confrontation, and I don't want to have to ask a parent to, like, please may I have your seat so I can sit down, because I don't know, I know that's my issue and that's something that I need to work on. I just don't feel comfortable doing that. I feel like, you know, okay, for instance, yesterday we went out and took the kids out. I went with my friend to the cinema, and afterwards we went out for lunch. The disabled toilet was totally blocked, so I stood outside the disabled toilet for like 2 or 3 minutes. The woman came back, so she comes out and she says that the disabled toilet is completely blocked. So I had to go and queue in the ladies. Now, bear in mind, at this point I was on my crutches, and there was a queue of probably like 6 or 7, maybe even, yeah, so like 6 or 7 people in front of me. And I ended up standing there for like 10 minutes, and it didn't occur to anybody to say, would you like to go first? And again, it's not about wanting special treatment, it's about wanting the same opportunity as everybody else. So by the time I eventually did get to go pee, I was in agony. And yeah, you just, like I say, you have to acknowledge that it's frustrated you and move on. So I always get a little bit like before gym, but hopefully we'll get there early enough that I can sit and watch, because I just want to be able to watch my little girl doing her session like everybody else, you know. I don't want to have to ask for somebody to move. It would just be nice if people were courteous. So there you go. My back is still I'm still in a lot of pain with my back. I do feel a bit cheerier in myself though, so we'll see how the rest of the day goes. Okay, so I guess I'll see you after gym. Obviously I cannot take the camera in and film at gym, because it's just inappropriate to like post other people's children up on the internet. So I guess I'll see you around dinner time. Okay, bye. Like me, Amelia Rose doesn't like the yolk in the egg. Obviously I don't eat eggs anymore, and I haven't for a very long time, because before I had my food intolerance I was vegan. So I haven't eaten eggs for a long time, but even before I did, I could never really stomach the idea of the yolk. And Amelia Rose is just the same, but she still really enjoys the white part. And this, I just have to share this with you, right? I don't know if you have this kitchen tool. Basically what it does is it slices your egg for you, makes it really easy to take the yolk out. So I just think it is the most satisfying thing to do, because it, like, I don't know, I suppose it's cause and effect. Watch this. Right, so you put your egg in, that's in. You've then got this lever, right, that you push down, and it just, oh, it just slices through the egg. It is so satisfying. It's a really nice feel as well. It's so bizarre. I am very ethical in the way that I get my eggs. I just want to put that out there. I will not touch anything that has, you know, a free range, sorry, a caged egg or anything like that. I would actually prefer that we didn't have them in the house and everything like that, or that we had our own chickens. But you know, sometimes I believe that Tony and Amelia Rose have the right to make their own decisions in the same way that I have my right to make my own decisions. So, you know, maybe one day they'll come round, but until then I will keep preparing meals for them because I love them and they are my world. Okay, sweet story time. This punnet of strawberries. There is an elderly lady that goes around the town that we live in. I know her from church. She always stops to say hello to Amelia Rose, and 9 times out of 10 she will like buy her an ice cream if we're near an ice cream, you know, place, or she'll give her 50p or £1 or something like that. She's so generous and so sweet. And she went and knocked on my parents' door today and gave them a punnet of strawberries to give to me, because the last time she saw Amelia Rose she was eating strawberries and Amelia was telling her how much she loves them. Is that not just the sweetest thing? Honestly, there is so much kindness out there in the world, and I swear the more kindness you put out into the world, the more you get back, and things like this are so touching. It's just lovely. It makes me feel all like warm and fuzzy inside. Right, so this is Amelia Rose's picnic tea that's going to be carried through to the lounge. We have some raw cashew nuts. Obviously this is a bit of a weird one because it is a picnic tea and it's just meant to be a fun treat. So, raw cashew nuts, hard-boiled egg, some cheese, cucumber, strawberries, sweet corn, some peas, and this is kind of where the treat is because these are smiley faces, which I remember having as a little girl. They're kind of processed potato mashed up to look like a smiley face. we don't really do, well, we don't do processed food in this house at all really, so this is a big treat. They're like maybe, you know, once a month or something. I don't think she's ever actually had them before, so I'm interested to see if she likes them. I've just noticed on closer inspection, right, happy smiley face, happy smiley face, happy smiley face. Oh no, I banged my head and now I have a big lump on my head. Ow, ow. It totally looks like he's got a lump on his head. Look, poor smiley face. Okay, so Amelia Rose wants to do the big picnic reveal. Whoa, there's food flying everywhere. The smileys came off the plate, but how good does that look? Woo! So it's the end of another day. All we have to do now is I have to take my meds. I made myself this bag because I wanted to associate my medication with something happy and cheery. So I've got Wizard of Oz on one side and Cat in the Hat on the other. And this is the zebra bag. Every night Amelia and I spend about half an hour, sorry, Amelia Rose and I spend about half an hour doing some kind of like educational thing. So at the moment we're doing these hot dots. They are sums. She writes the sum out on her whiteboard, which is in here somewhere. So she looks at the sum, she writes it out, and then there's this special pen here, and she pushes down. There's oh gosh, that's a nasty cough. There's a variety of answers on each one. So we've got here 8 add 2 is 10. So we push down on 10. Oh wait, I've got to turn it on first. Is it on? Oh, hang on. I think maybe it's not on a hard enough surface. Let's try again. 8 add 10. Oh, there you go. So she gets a green light. Hang on, I'm not pushing it on the right spot. You've got to do it just on the right spot. Okay, I can't do it one-handed. So you push it down on the right spot and it goes like, yeah, good job. Or you get like, woohoo, or something like that. She loves it. She also writes down the sum. Oh, here we go. Oh, there we are. So it's, oh, hang on, let's put the noise on. There we are. I might have turned the noise off. Hey, hey! Hey, hey! I think you just saw my massive pile of clothes that I need to put away in the background there. So we also do, we've got her spelling book. Okay, hang on. Where we do look, cover, write and check in here. And she's got her spellings. So yesterday she did made, cage, page, cake, lake and maid, and we've got a little journal that she writes in, and we've got counting blocks. This is like the fun learning bag, and this is how we wind down at the end of the day, and then we have a story. At the moment we are reading The Famous Five by Enid Blyton, well, one of the famous 5 stories by Enid Blyton. So I'm going to say God bless to you and yours. I hope that I sleep tonight. I probably won't but I sure hope that I do. Oh, Amelia Rose would like you to watch her.
So 10 is the right answer, so listen. That, but 9 isn't, so...
No.
Bang, no.
Okay, say God bless, goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Good night, blessing to you and yours. Please come back tomorrow for more video vlogs positively combating chronic illness. Bye.